Welcome to the first episode of Arguments with My Brother. We decided that instead of arguing fruitlessly without any witnesses, we would decide to publicise it and then have the final vote done by our listeners. Out of pure boredom, we decided to start this podcast just to do something a bit different. And we're going to have a different subject each week, which then the public can vote on who argued it best, and we'll see who wins, which will mostly be myself, I imagine.
Thanks for introducing me, Jenny. Totally forgot my name, as usual.
That's what I do. Yeah, so we'll see how it goes. You have always been a very good arguing with me.
We're all in lockdown. We haven't seen enough of each other, and we miss arguing with each other. Nothing's changed since we were 16. Anyway, the first episode, I guess, is just going to be on a very simple subject, a subject that's close to lots of people's hearts, and that is TV series growing up. Back in the olden days when there was no second screens or iPads or anything like that, there was only one TV, so this was always a point where I'd argue with Jen an awful lot. I'd win.
Oh, yeah, no, for sure. And how, when the ad breaks happened, you can't pause it. You have to say it's on, and then you have to run through the house to make sure that you don't miss any of the TV show. Can't be pausing it these days.
These kids, Jen, they're lucky.
Oh, lucky. They don't even know.
Should we flip a coin as to who can go first? Okay.
Yeah, you can do that because, fun fact, I don't know how to flip a coin very well.
Flip a coin?
It's hand-eye coordination. I get very panicked.
All right. Okay. Heads or tails?
Heads.
Okay, I flipped it. Heads.
Hey. Okay, so as I've kind of, discussed with you a little bit before this, I got a bit excited when I started diving into the 90s nostalgia of TV shows that we used to watch when we were younger. And for me, the first one that really did come to mind was Power Rangers. Because, that was every Saturday morning. I wanted to be the pink one. Nick, I believe you wanted to be the green one. And then you go out with your friends afterwards and you start, pretending to be Power Rangers. I remember going around on the bikes around the street pretending to save crime and things like that. But I've decided not to really go down that route for my favourite. My favourite, I've decided, is Recess. Recess. It is a classic for me. I always made sure I watched it on Saturday mornings. It was one of my favourites. It was a 20-minute show, quick as anything. And, it was just great. You had like the rule of King Bob. I think that as well you could maybe link that to society as a democracy as it is now, and the leader.
What's the rule of King Bob?
You had King Bob, who sat on top of the climbing frame, and he was like the ruler of the playground.
What, so like a Trump character?
Yeah, I think it's quite relevant to what's happening in our day and age now. And there was never a vote for King Bob. He was just King Bob, and he sat on top of the climbing frame. And he was the king, and everything had to go through him. And TJ, sometimes they were okay with King Bob, and then sometimes they weren't. But and then you had Miss Finster, who was, let's say, the Secretary of State, who was a grumpy old teacher. I think it's very relevant to the politics that we're living in this time. It well prepared me, I would like to say.
Are you arguing that Recess was actually sort of ahead of its time commentary on exactly how we're finding the political world now?
Yeah. Why not? And I mean, this is why it's so much better than Power Rangers. Power Rangers is just unbelievable. You've got the dinosaurs, you've got a guy, I think, who plays a flute, but he's still got a helmet on and it turns into a dagger. It's just too unbelievable. Recess. Now that is the times we are living in.
Wait, so just the Power Ranger thing. Okay, so all of the crazy things with Power Rangers, like the suits and the fact that the bad guy always waits for them to do the little dance thing before starting to attack, and you go with the fact that the guy can't play a flute because he's got a helmet on.
Yeah, that is the most unbelievable thing for me, and it turns into a magic dagger. And as soon as they brought the Green Ranger in, I don't know, it went downhill for me. What can I say?
Do you know what happened to the Green Ranger, by the way?
What happened?
In real life, the guy who was the Green Ranger in real life went on to be some like major cage fighting incredible champion. Like
Really?
he went from being a ninja on a kids show to an actual real life kind of ninja.
Oh well, I hope he at least brought his flute with him because he could play it now. He doesn't wear a helmet.
That's true. That's true. I think you're wrong on Recess though. Like it's not
Oh
memorable.
dear.
I like. You said TJ then. Who's TJ?
TJ's the guy with the backwards red cap.
That's Fred Durst.
No. Uncanny resemblance, though, I must admit. But yeah, no, it is memorable. It's one of those things that, yeah, maybe it's not the forefront of your mind of 90s nostalgia, but, when you start, researching these things on a Sunday night, it comes flying back.
Did they have the thing where they had the kids who were digging a massive hole, like, all the time?
Yeah, I think so. I think there was a hole. Or was that the other one, which was like the Magic 5 or something like that?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I think you're wrong. I think Recess is wrong. Can I do mine now? Because I think I've got the winner. I've got the only answer there is. Now look, I nearly wrote down Power Ranger, but for one major reason, it's the reason why I picked the other show, because the Power Rangers, right, had a killer soundtrack, man. That guitarist, that was like killer, man. But this one, okay, the show that I'm picking has got the most memorable, awesome theme tune. Okay. And that's Pokemon.
Gotta catch 'em all. Yeah.
I wanna be the very best. That one, right? It was a banger. It was a verified banger.
Yeah.
Okay, it charted. It made the charts in the US. It was number 3 on the Hot Dance chart.
On the Hot Dance chart.
On the Hot Dance chart. They played it when I was at uni in the Union for sure. Like, and it's the thing. Recess, right? How long did it run for? Like a couple of years?
It was like 97 to 2002 or something like that. They had 6 seasons.
Okay, so look, Pokemon started in 1997, right? And it's still going now. Okay, there's like over 1,000 episodes. There's crossover. Obviously, there's the computer game, but then there's the app. It's not a TV show. It was. Hey, I'm going to put this out there. It was the first multiverse ahead of like DC and Marvel and Avengers. It was the first multiverse, right? Okay.
Brave.
And okay, there may have been that one episode where, they caused, kids seizures and stuff.
Yeah. Not shining moment, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think Blue Peter had that issue. It's bad. It made, turning your cat backwards, that meant, that was now a signal for kids now that, you mean business. If my cat's backwards, you're fucking dead, mate.
Right, and that's linking quite back to Fred Durst as well. Really,
it is.
There we go. This is all.
Yeah, those Pokeballs keep rolling.
That's it. He did it all for the Pokeball. Well, I tell you what, it is a fair comment, but in terms of enjoyment and sitting and watching the show, I mean, the Pokemon Frenzy, yeah, as you said, it's been around forever with the cards and the games, but I don't know, maybe it's because I'm a girl, I don't know, I just never really got into it. I was never invested in the characters, which is why Recess, they're believable characters on the socio-political climate that we're currently in.
That's complete horseshit. Name if you're so connected to the characters, name me 6 characters from Recess, and not King Bob and TJ and Mrs. Thingy Mabobby, who you said before.
Oh man, those are the only ones I wrote down. Mikey was one. That was one. And then you had the one who was like with ginger hair and glasses and buck tooth.
Chucky. Oh, that was Rugrats.
Yeah, no, you see, that was another one I was tempted to do. Rugrats, it's not bad. But yeah, no. So maybe it's not the strongest argument, or maybe I should have prepared, but Pokemon is a good call. However, I don't know, it lacks the storytelling aspect of it. I mean, with Pokemon, it was always the same thing. It's, you've got the one with the red hair with
Misty.
Meow.
No, that's Team Rocket, man. See,
yeah.
That's another part of Pokemon, which is awesome. Team Rocket. I can't remember the entrance. They always did this awesome poem. Jesse, James, Team Rocket. They ruled, man.
Yeah, but it's always them against Ash and Pikachu. I didn't really see it very diverse, you see. I didn't connect with the characters. I need to connect with the characters. Like, for example, because another one that I saw coming up, and talking of seizures as well, was Demon Headmaster.
Oh, that was creepy. That
Yeah.
was a very British one. But yeah.
Demon Headmaster, that creeped me out, as well as Goosebumps. There was one with a sponge that used to eat you.
No, the worst Goosebumps one I found was the one with the doll. That was super creepy. That was the worst. But no. I mean, I think Goosebumps is what I nearly went for. But again, not memorable. It's the multiverse. It's talking about computer games and stuff. Look, the thing. My kids have Pokemon toys and they like playing Pokemon Go, and it's the only way I get them walking. Let's go play Pokemon Go and go and catch a Pikachu. Let's go for a walk. No. Okay. But no. So I don't know. Yeah, I stand by it. Pokemon.
I stand by mine. I must admit, I understand the Pokemon is helping your parental powers.
Don't be daft. I don't have any power.
Recess is just much more, I don't know, relatable and chill, and it's not too serious. Everyone just needs to hang out with Pokemon. People get super serious. I mean, do you remember the happy days when Pokemon Go just came out and everyone was living in harmony, running around getting Pokemons, and it was the happiest we'd been in years?
I feel we're paying for that good time now. That karma. It ran out quickly, dude.
Yeah, it did. It did.
That was a nice quick argument, which I'm clearly going to win. I think. How are we going to do this? We don't have a website because we have no money.
No, donations welcome.
Of course, we haven't set up what's it called, a Patreon for the price of a cup of coffee a month. You can. That's what they do on all those other podcasts, isn't it?
Remember to subscribe.
I tell you what, because subscribe, like my YouTube channel. I'll tell you what we'll do is we'll post this one up and we'll see how it goes and see what the feedback is, and maybe we'll just judge it by comments we get on Facebook or Instagram on our own social accounts. How about that?
I don't have any social accounts, you see, so
what I can do then is I can ask everyone to post on my Facebook page or on my Instagram. At Winstagram9, and then I can lie to you about the score and win.
Okay, well, I will be telling and involving mum and dad if you're not playing nicely, so just remember that.
We're not even 15 minutes into this whole thing and you're already crying to mum and dad.
Only if you're nice to me. It's kind of, when you used to hit me when we were younger and then you realise it was too hard. So it was, oh, no, it's okay. You can hit me back. So yeah, I'll be fine if we all play fairly.
Well, I play fair. Fair until I start losing.
Okay, sounds good.
Should we end it there?
All right then. Till next time.
Bye-bye.